I'm Catherine Smart,
And I'm Rochelle Bingham.
and this is Reality Mums, your go to podcast for reality TV, pop culture, mum life, and all things in between. Okay, so it gives me so much pleasure to introduce today's guest. She's the Queen of Sundance, Bravo's own baby gorgeous, the one and only Lisa Barlow from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Welcome, Lisa.
Hi, thank you. I love that intro. Thank you.
We are shaking, like physically shaking, and having you on here.
Aw.
Season 4 is off to a really, really good start. And you're one of our favorites and clearly a fan favorite. We're just wondering, because there's been so many intense situations over the course of filming, has that brought you together as a cast, or has it is there still clear divisions between you all? How does that work?
I think in some ways it brings us closer together because we can all relate to certain situations. And then we've been working together on, like resolve or different experiences we both have. So in some ways it brings us closer together. And in other ways, there's still some divide.
Yeah.
We have to ask about the ring, the $60,000 ring. Oh my God, my heart would have dropped if I had felt that ring fall off my finger. Oh my God. Were you surprised at the reaction that you got from the other ladies when you lost it?
I was shocked. I don't understand how it was so upsetting to them. And they didn't understand that, like, yes, it's expensive, but it's also super sentimental. It was a gift from John for a very specific reason. And for me, I was like, I don't understand why this is bothering anyone, why you would be kind of rude or mean about me losing something that's like special to me. And I literally was in the bathroom. I undressed completely in the bathroom because the way I felt my ring, it was like this, and I thought I caught it. And then I was like, it had to have landed in my jeans. And it was a super busy bathroom. Indian Wells was happening in California. So it was like packed with people coming to watch the tennis tournament. And I literally was screaming, nobody move. Did anyone see my ring? And like so upset. But it really shocked me that they weren't more supportive or even a little empathetic about it. It was interesting.
That was our reaction as well. It was like straight away that would have been something that really shook you. And then straight away they seemed to come in with negative comments or like, oh, get over it. It's a big
Yeah.
thing to get over.
Thanks for saying that. Thank you. It's
And
validating. It really felt horrible in the moment. And like, I was like so stressed. I had them take the toilet off the wall. I literally was in there for over 45 minutes, just like combing every corner, open that door, see if it rolled underneath here. And it was super upsetting. And it's funny because online, some people are like, oh, she needed the insurance money. It wasn't even insured. Like we have the appraisal, but it wasn't, it was one of my, I have a couple rings that weren't insured that we just forgot about. And it wasn't insured either. So it's kind of like double whammy.
yeah, and it's sentimental as well.
Yes.
Like it's not just the value of the ring. So yeah, we felt you. We understood.
Yeah. And even if it were a $50 ring, it still means something. So it was like, just the thought of losing something. I don't lose a lot of things. I take really good care of my things. So it was sad.
Yeah. Now there's so many franchises on Bravo at the moment. Do you follow all the other franchises? And then how do you handle all the sort of noise and chatter about the show and your family and everything that's going on?
I loosely follow the other franchises just because like I'm still a working mom. So it makes it
Yeah.
hard to be like 100% in the mix, but I do, read some recaps. So I know when I see my other friends on other franchises, I know what's going on with them. So, if they need some like support or anything, I know I can give it to them.
Yeah.
And with the chatter, season one, I think you really feel it the hardest. Like I had the worst season one. I left season one thinking, oh my gosh, I had a great season. I wasn't mean to anyone. I didn't say anything mean about anyone. I was like honest and direct, but yet like, I felt like it was like the worst season ever for me. Like I was getting messages. My older son was getting messages like, tell your mom to kill herself because people weren't understanding dynamics because we were all so new. And I think after season 1, I learned to like, just pay attention to my page. Like, don't go off of it, because it's not worth having someone rip apart your face, your clothes, the way you talk. And, you know, it doesn't, I was raised in a home where we don't talk badly about people. So now I'm on a show where you're like, bitch about everybody. And like, and so it was a hard thing for me. And also being in business, I'm always about resolve, moving forward, fixing things instead of like living in things. So I've learned to like shut off the noise, and thank goodness it's not as bad as season 1 anymore.
It's one of those things where you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Someone's always going to have an opinion, aren't they? And you've just got to find a way to deal with that.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people, like, their opinions are formulated by their experiences and circumstances. So, you know, different things trigger different people. And I remember when we first started the show, my friend was explaining it to me. She was been in production for a long time, and she's like, your world just got really small, and each one of your cast members represents somebody else's view of you. And, you know, that really put things into perspective. And she's like, so this is what people probably have been saying about you for years. You're just hearing it all like at one time.
Well, you're handling it very well.
Like, thank you.
People are just professional trolls. Like, there's some people who are just nasty. So you just have to block all that sort of stuff out.
And last year, you know, I didn't talk about it that much, but being trolled by someone who I thought was my friend's husband at one time was like the weirdest thing ever for me. I thought it was so bizarre that a grown professional would actually troll. That was such a weird experience.
Yeah.
And it was interesting to watch as a viewer. It was like, is this really happening? Yeah. And you mentioned your businesses. Now, you're an entrepreneurial queen. And I have to say, like, hands down to you, I'm really motivated by your drive with business as a working mum. Your tequila brand, Vida Tequila, do you have any plans to bring it to Australia?
We're actually working on it, and it's a big process, because to make a really elegant, beautiful tequila, we've been in the business for over 20 years. And we were in it before tequila was even like the spirit everyone wants to go to, because it's an upper, it's great for diabetics, it's great for people on a diet. So we've been working on it for a long time, and just getting the price to where it needs to be for the market's been interesting, because it's an export out of Mexico. And, you know, just going into another country, it's complicated, but I think we will be there next year. Like, the way things are moving, and we feel like we're going to be there next year. We have a great distributor in the UK that's helping us throughout the process to get us, you know, going into Australia, because they've had experience with that. So we're excited about it, and you're going to love our tequila. Like,
oh, well, we can't wait. Can we, Rochelle?
Yeah, I think always our tequila.
We'll do a tequila episode. We'll make cocktails with tequila.
Yeah.
Now, we know that you're into junk food, and we've seen you rate your colas and everything. What's your go-to junk food meal?
Oh my goodness. You know, I love Wendy's. They have the best chicken nuggets with barbecue sauce, extra crispy fries. And then they have the Baconator fries, where I'll ask for a salad dressing, ranch dressing pack from Wendy's, and drizzle it on top of the fries. From Taco Bell, I love the cheesy gordita crunch, taco supremes. I mean, I could tell you like what I get from everywhere. Burger King.
I love it.
Fries. And I love Almond Joys right now. I went through a Kit Kat phase. I'm on an Almond Joy phase where I'm like craving Almond Joys 24/7.
You might be my soul sister. Your love of junk food and my love of junk food.
I do Doritos. I wish I could have Doritos every day.
I love a Dorito.
They're like the best. I just saw them on TikTok as like one of the most unhealthy foods to eat, but I'm like, I love them. They taste so good.
You don't need that
I saw a
negativity
thing
in your life. Just
I
remove
don't.
that.
I saw on TikTok they're making toasted sandwiches and they're breading them in Doritos. And I was like, I think I need a toasted cheese Dorito sandwich.
Will you please send me that?
Yes, I will.
I haven't seen that one, but that sounds like amazing.
Yeah.
You know, like as a treat, I would make a salad and call it my taco salad and crush up Doritos inside of it.
It's a salad.
Yeah.
It's healthy.
Yeah.
It's like M&M's, chocolate covered protein.
Yeah, exactly.
Lisa, it's just been amazing talking to you. Thank you so much for taking the time to be on Reality Mums today.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. It's so nice to meet you both.
Wonderful. And we
Lovely to
can't
meet
wait for the rest of the season.
You're going to love it. It's our best season ever. Best ever.
Fantastic. All right. We'll catch up with you soon. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, girls. Bye.
Bye. Reality Mums acknowledges the traditional owners of lands and waters that this podcast is recorded on.